Sonia G. This is about to be a live and drive, but I am starting here so I can pin a comment and we can do this because I'm so charged up and I want to just talk to you about exploding your abundance with me because so much magic is happening in my life. And the amazing thing that happens if you can plug into this energy, whether or not you end up working with me, right? Because I do want to tell you about the pre-sale that's ending tonight of the 30-day Mastermind, which is the art of abundance. Okay, so I will tell you about that. But whether or not you stay, and you end up working with me in the Mastermind, like feel into this energy that I'm in right now because it's like fucking gold. It is gold. This is the stuff that like dreams are made of. And when you learn to calibrate your frequency in this way, it's like phenomenal. So hang out with me. We're going to drive home from Pilates, which has been amazing in my life because I have not been able to work out for 2 years. And all of a sudden I'm really excited that I'm working out again. Okay. So my loves, let's talk about all the amazing, beautiful things that contribute to us feeling abundant in life on a higher level, on a true level that's feeling abundance on the inside that actually reflects abundance on the outside. Because I think that we are in the, those of us that are spiritual in a higher sense, not the people that are spiritual because they want to call partying spiritual, because this is a big difference, but the people that are after, the self-development, progression, true ascension, continuous evolution of the self, right? Bettering and bettering ourselves, understanding spirituality and, the quantum life in a whole, higher perspective. And we want to do something about it on planet Earth because we came for the new Earth, right? We came for, to birth the new realities. So in that, okay, I'm going to take you on a circle, but in that we came to birth the higher realities. What does that mean? That literally means that our power of creation as the creators inside of these little bodies, as I always say, these cute little human bodies that we inhabit, which are the temples, okay, for our spirit. And you guys know the distinction of spirit and soul. It's different. Spirit is the essence of who you are. The soul is the collective recording of your spirit's journey incarnated in physical realities over lifetimes. Okay, so this is the difference. So it's your spirit that lives in your body that creates the experience of a soul. So we are here inside of this physical reality, inside of this physical body, birthing. Our spirit is talking to our soul. It's reconnecting to our soul, to the stories of our lifetimes across time and space and planes of existences. And we're connecting with our higher selves and we're integrating, right? We're calibrating ourselves to this like divine essence of who we are. We're merging all of these layers of who we are. We have all these different aspects of ourselves. Well, whatever we hold inside, we're going to be able to birth. We have to create it. If you're a woman, right, if you have a womb, you actually really truly understand what I mean because the creation happens from the womb. So when we have true abundance on the inside and we are here to birth it, then it has no chance other than to manifest on the outside, right? If you're here to create a new abundant reality, abundant meaning lots of joy. Like when I think of abundance, it's like the goddess of abundance, right? Abundancia. She carries the cornucopia of all of the fruits of the land and like an abundance of joy, an abundance of love, an abundance of, all of these things that are good and beautiful in life. Of course, abundance can also be abundance of, whatever you're harboring that's not good, but that's not where we're going here. We're going with a clean energy. So here's the thing, right? So we are wanting to birth this concept and this idea of this new earth that we all know we came to create. Like, we know we're going for something better, and we're birthing it, and we're birthing it from this like creation energy, from this womb energy, from your, however, now that I'm getting and understanding more into the whole human design thing, it's like whatever your authority is, the way that you create, the way that you move your energy forward into the world, you are creating, we are creating. Well, when we are the embodiment of abundance on the inside, abundance has to be our manifested reality, right? So I think a lot of people have not connected these dots because they feel maybe abundant on the inside. There's two ways this can go. You feel abundant on the inside, but your reality is not reflecting that, right? You have figured out how to find joy in the reality that you're living in. You figured out how to make the little moments big and expand them, and and live it like inside of a good moment and make it count and find gratitude and be grateful and find that meaning, which is glorious and phenomenal and so important. Yet somehow that abundance that you feel inside is not manifesting on the outside, right? So you have a piece of this puzzle, but it's not reflecting. Like, the world around you is not fully abundant. You find yourself still being held back about the next level of money, right? About the next level of abundance, because money even though it's like new earth money, we have all of these associations with it. But the truth is, money is just an energy. Money is an energy that transforms. It's a conduit for the way that we express abundance on planet Earth. So really, as light workers or spiritual people, we have to stop making this word weird, because it's not weird. It's just an energy, right? So we are needing to understand how to translate it. So if you have it spiritually, if you have it emotionally, but it's not translating it to the physical, there's an art form in there, right? There's an alchemy that has not synced up. That's what I'm going to help you with in the Art of Abundance 30-Day Money Mastermind, okay? So I'm going to help you sync that up. That's one way that's a thing. The other thing is, because I do believe that the majority of you are like halfway there and it can get better, right? Or you're like right there and then you want it to get better. And then there's also sorry, this road is so loud. We're going to move over here because it looks like it's paved better. There we go. So on the other side of this, okay, then there's those that have made money, that worked in corporate America or made good business decisions, good investment decisions, whatever, right? Like, they've been working in kind of like, that was me before corporate America life. You know to put your money in savings. You know that money comes and goes. Like, you have a different relationship with money because you have an understanding of that work energetic exchange when it comes to money. However, somewhere in you don't feel there's a disconnect. So this is the yin and the yang. You feel like there's a lack somehow. Even though there's money in the bank account, you're worried about where the world is going. Even though there's money in investment accounts, you don't know if you made the right decisions. Even though, there are feelings and values inside of you that are not feeling abundant, that have not been shifted and unlocked on the level to actually engage and light up on fire, right? And this fuel of abundance, like the money in your bank account. And so it doesn't feel good because on the inside doesn't match that. And so you don't know if it's going to go away. You don't know. It kind of feels like this, like, now what? Or a million other shades of gray, which is not like that book. The Shades of Gray is different. Like, shades of different, feelings about it, which I encountered some through my journey, which I shared in a recent live. So if you want to hear about that, you can go back through a couple of lives, and I shared my recent money story because in my experience, I grew up without a whole lot of money. And then I had to this association that I had to work hard for it. And then I started doing I cleared that up and I started doing what I loved. And then it started coming, and it was exciting, and it was amazing, and it was extraordinary, and I was in the flow, and all of a sudden I was this person that I had no idea how to be, you know. And we moved into a house, like I had no idea how to be this, like, you know, person with money in the bank, and, you know, like this wealth because I felt the wealth consciousness inside of me, and all of a sudden it was reflected outwards, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh my gosh, you know, like this really happened, but I didn't even know that it was going to be possible on that level. And all it took was some fragments of reality for me to get, like, you know, with people that I love, like friends and family, to kind of just rub off that frequency. And I learned a lot from it, right? Like if you're a leader, if you are somebody that's like teaching, if you're a teacher, if you're a leader, if you're on the edge of ascension, sometimes things happen because you would not understand them in a different way, right? And it was such a valuable lesson for me. Still in the high realms of abundance, still making like $500,000 years, like still, you know, phenomenal. But there was a different feeling inside of me about it. And the way that I was living the wealthy kind of life, you know, or the wealth consciousness kind of life, which obviously there's degrees of it. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, oh, there's your mark and this is wealth or this is not, because it's all just, you know, for a lot of people, $500,000 a year is like, what? Are you kidding me? That's like my mortgage payment. I don't know. But, you know, it's all relative. It's always all relative. But we all have feelings that are attached, you know, to all of this that determine the outcome of certain things. And we don't know, you know, when those feelings are going to come up and those situations are going to come up. And so it's kind of like we get to understand these nuances. We get to understand the art of truly syncing all of these different, you know, codes and different frequencies in at a level that we weren't taught for the most part, one way or another. You see what I mean? Whether you were born, you know, into money, and then you have a, you know, you never really felt wealthy though, or you never really felt landed into that relationship. Or if you didn't, you know, if you weren't born into money and you always felt like you had to work hard for it and not understand, you know, and then like that relationship is like still, you know, it's kind of like, yes, I have the money, but I had to work hard for it, or like whatever. So here's the question, is this the energy that we want to create New Earth in? See what I mean? Like, so we're here, we're wanting to create New Earth, but are we actually all synced up on the circuitry in the way that we want it on the outside? Is your outside reflecting the things that you hold, right, on the inside, in the way that you feel inside? Like, is there a frequency match between your inside and your outside? Because when there's not, and these two are out of sync, right, this is this whole Pluto situation. Pluto in Aquarius, and then Pluto's going to come back in Capricorn. So we have this moment, and that's the reason why the Art of Abundance was born as a 30-day mastermind, because the rewrite is now. The rewrite is right now. With Pluto in Aquarius, we get to clear this stuff, right? Pluto is like transmutation. It's alchemy. It's the underworld that goes up, you know? It's the clearing out of the old to create the new. This is the stuff that we get to clear up. This is the stuff that we want to have, you know, figured out before we manifest fully the new Earth physical realities. Because for a lot of it, you know, if we were to truly manifest, which we kind of already are, exactly on the outside what you are on the inside, right? How would that really work out? Can you be truthful with yourself, you know? And if it's not the daily reality that you want to live in, then we got work to do, right? We totally got work to do. Like, there's room for improvement. I feel like no matter where we are, there's always room to evolve and to ascend and to keep getting better and better and to really, you know, broadcast it out. So anyways, in this moment that Pluto is going in the underworld to be reborn into the structure, this is our time to reset the values, to reset these experiences, to reset these frequencies, and to be able to rebirth on the other side when Pluto goes back into Capricorn, testing the structures that we have created. That's the moment that we really want to emerge in this like feeling of abundance, in this feeling of like, my inside and my outside are in sync, and it's exactly what I want, right? So this is the work that we're doing inside of the mastermind. And you know what's really, really cool is I'm going to take you with me on, I think it's like 2 travels, and it's going to be daily work. So you're going to be with me every day. We have daily voice lessons inside of Telegram. And it's, and I have a map of everything that we're going to move through. So this is something that's easy for you to listen to because you don't have to log into anywhere. It's on your phone, right? I mean, you can log into your portal if you want to do it this way, but I want it to be part of a lifestyle where you just tune in, and this is the abundant flow today. This is how we're seizing this moment today. This is how we're shifting through it. I want it to be something that integrates so easily that before the end of these 30 days together, you're like, oh my God, I'm there, and I didn't even realize it. And all I did is I was listening to you, and I shifted with you, and this was going on, and as you were saying things unlocked, and then we got there because we kept building every single day. We kept building and shifting and moving through, and all of these aha moments happen, and then it's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, but we keep going. We're really going to build on it. And then at the end of the 30 days, we're going to do an amazing astral work, like astral projection, astral travel meditations, where we are really going to sync all this up on all the levels. So when you have those breakthroughs that are, you know, the bloodlines, like the ancestral breakthroughs of the way that the codes of money and wealth and abundance all around have been held in your bloodlines and in your DNA and in the story of your ancestry. When you have those breakthroughs, we're going to go sync them up, right? So we're going to do all of the work because, you know, it's always all inclusive with me. So this is a very powerful experience, and I'm excited to offer it this way as, you know, a 30-day mastermind, kind of like back to back, because it's going to be an extraordinary results. And also because of where I'm at in my life right now, you guys, while we're inside this mastermind, Sonia G Consulting / Moonbibs and the Light Tribe is going to cross the $2 million threshold as a company. Like, talk about the like art of abundance. And it's amazing. And maybe some of you are even beyond that, right? Some of you have shifted beyond that, which is phenomenal. And I applaud you. And you maybe don't feel as abundant, right? Or you haven't unlocked these things inside, because you can have money and not feel abundant, or you can be feeling abundant inside and not have money. So we're going to reconcile this all, and we're going to really learn how to shift and navigate the world. And the way that the money is shifting, right? All of the different currencies, the different things that are happening, where, you know, the money flow is going, like actual financial understanding and education. So we're going to go into a little bit of economics. Do you know how many economics classes I've taken in my life? Crazy. And finance and business law. One of the things that is amazing to me is, like, you guys know I worked at a law firm. I worked in business development director at a law firm for asset protection. It's phenomenal. The learning experience, which means protecting your assets, which means protecting, you know, your home, understanding how to hold certain assets, understanding how to, like, I can go deep and deep into these, like, you know, structural things, rabbit holes, I want to say. And depending on the questions that you guys come up with in this mastermind, I will answer them because I have ample knowledge. What I will not be able to do, I just don't really talk about it here, because I am primarily, you guys know me primarily, right, as a spiritual teacher with these things. But this, what's happening right now, and the way that the material world and the spiritual world, right, and the etheric work is syncing up, we need both depths of this knowledge. We need the full spectrum. We need to sync up the whole thing, right? It's a whole yin and yang. It's not just like a baby yin yang. We can't just scratch the surface. We get to go all the way. What are the costs? Okay, so the cost for this mastermind, it's $13.33 right now, which is phenomenal, because I will, once I get all the recordings, and you'll have lifetime access to it, okay? There's also already a money meditation inside of your portal. So there's a login portal to my website that will have the money meditation, and then once we record all the audios inside of Telegram, they will be transferred into your login portal. So you'll have a sequence that you can just hit play, and it's going to go boom, 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 boom. And you can literally binge on this frequency of abundance and go, hey, oh yeah, this is the one where I shift my mind. Oh yeah, this is the one about what to do with my banking thing. This is the one to do, and you can just go to it, and it will be like just shifting you into that space. And you can listen to it in the background of your life, doing the work, as you go. Once this program is completed, and the reason why I do these pre-sales too is because I record it with you, right? When we're in the live thing of it, once the program is completed, it's going to have all of these audios organized. It will be in the website, on the website portal, and also in the app. So if you prefer to log into the app and click play and listen to it, you're going to be able to do that. We have the Moon Babes app. And at that point, when the program is complete, it will be $3,333. So right now you're getting $2,000 off, which is phenomenal. And that's happening until tonight. The price will go up tomorrow. It won't go up to the full $33.33, but it does go up. So this is the pre-sale. And then tomorrow I am going to also have the start dates, and everything else will be organized, and you're going to get your welcome email with your logins, etc. The pre-sale is a phenomenal time because you're buying this before there's even a website page to it, which means the public, nobody can search this. The only way that you know about this is if you get the deal through me here right now, or if you're on my email list, right? It's not like anybody can Google it. So that's the pre-sale. Once we have all the information and everything is, buttoned up and with the structure of it and how it's going to work out, then the price goes up. So that will be tomorrow. Yay, so excited. I'm excited, Amanda, that you're on it. Yeah, so go and check it out. The link is in my bio, okay? Meaning in that little, where the profile is, and then you click on it. It's also in my stories. There's links over there. And then tomorrow, I am going, probably tonight, if you check tonight, I'll have a payment plan for the pre-sale. So, in fact, maybe I'll go add it right now. If any of you want to do, because sometimes on pre-sale, I don't add payment plans because it's like such a wildly good deal, right? But I'll have a payment plan tomorrow for sure on the, on the new price point for the sale. And I'll have a couple of different options for that. So you can still get it, and you're going to be able to jump into it all the way until we start it. Oh, and do you know what happened that's like fucking phenomenal? And I'm so excited because it just happened today. All this stuff is unlocking in incredible ways for me right now, and all this energy is coming into this mastermind, which I'm like stoked about. I have been a student of a mystery school that some of you, especially if you've been, I'm going to pull over for a second because here it cuts out, especially those of you that have been in my metaphysical mastermind know about this, but I have not been able to share about this book and the things and the extraordinary truths about this mystery school for a long time. I just received permission to utilize this particular section of this book, which will, it fully change my life. And I have the rights to record it on audio for everyone. And because you can't find this book anymore, but I have the rights. Finally, this has been years in the making, like 5+ years. I don't even know. And it finally came through, and there's a whole chapter on money, and you guys are going to get it on audio recording. I can't even, I'm so excited for it. And it's going to be included in this mastermind. So I haven't even announced that yet. So many amazing and abundant things. But like, if you're not feeling, to recap it. So this is the Art of Abundance, 30-day mastermind, money mastermind, because it does come down to money, right? In a lot of ways. Money buys is the energy behind amazing healthcare. Money is the energy behind getting kids in better schools. Money is the energy behind being able to put yourself in higher, in more fabulous places to meet the people that for partners, or for, if you're looking for your loved one or whatever. Money is the energy behind a lot of things that a lot of people don't really, we don't really pay attention to, or we don't pay attention to in an abundant way because of the way that money has been distorted. So the Art of Abundance is really clearing all of this stuff up and clearing all of this political craziness that's happening in our world when it comes to money. So we're going to clean through all of that. And yeah, we're going to get into crypto. We're going to get into all the things. But the important part is that we're doing it in a way, this is not just like a money thing. We're doing it in a way that's elevated. We're doing it in the art of abundance. So all of the things that you're going to be doing with money behind them, you're going to do them in the energy and the frequency of abundance. That is extraordinary results. So if that's not where you're at in your life and you want to shift, and that you're so close, but you need to fine tune it, okay? This is a powerful way to do it. And it happens in 30 days, full shifting. You're going to plug into this frequency where everything just unlocks for you, because that's, the frequency that I was able to conquer and tap in. So now I get to share it with you guys, which is amazing. And I'm going to take you around the world with me in the mastermind in these 30 days. And you're going to be able to do it literally in the nick of time, as the expression says. You're going to be able to do it in a moment in time where Pluto is teaching us innovation. Pluto is in Aquarius saying, hey, go to the underworld of innovation. How are you going to innovate? How are you going to bring to life different ways, extraordinary ways to feel abundant, to relate to money, to relate to wealth, to prosper and build more of this new earth abundance and, amazingness into the world? How are you going to do that? Make sure that make sure you have your structure straight, and all of your values sorted, and know how to make your money moves. And then I'm going to go back into Capricorn, and I'm going to test you, and I'm going to see if you got this, right? And I'm going to see if it stays or not. And then once Pluto goes back into not going retrograde, it just moves in orbit. So it enters into Capricorn. It's going to see, did your structures hold? And if they didn't, that's when things crumble. And then whatever this moment, I laugh because it is what it is. That's, if you don't do the work, the things fall apart. And that's just the nature of the reality that we live in, meaning the manifested physical realm that we live in. But this little part of Pluto in Aquarius that we're in right now, which is a 2 to 3 month period now, this is how a taste, the work that we do now is setting up where we're going to land for the next 3 years, starting and beyond, for the era of Pluto in Aquarius, which starts in 2024. The true era of Pluto in Aquarius starts then. And so if we do this work right now, we're golden, right? So we're it's the sweet spot. You can feel it. How there's bubbles of energy that get created, and you're just I am catching that right as it begins. I am doing it at the right moment. This is that, there's no hesitation. I am all in. And today, in fact, oh my gosh, it's starting to snow so much. Let's see, you guys, it's wild snow right now. I don't know if you can see it, but kind of. I'm I need to actually drive up the hill. So today I was thinking about this because I was at a stop sign, and I noticed how many things, how many people, okay? And I was I need to put this on my notes for the Art of Abundance. So you're at a 4-way stop, which only exists in the United States. So if you're not in the United States, you may not experience this, but a 4-way stop or a street without signage, right? Who goes? Or when the lights are out, right? How many people that get there first, but because they're indecisive or they're not paying attention, or they're just like, they're just like, oh, I don't know, is it my turn? Is it not my turn? They're not paying attention. They don't seize the moment and they don't go. Do you know how many times I go when it's not my turn? Simply because I know how to seize the moment, and people get stuck. People get stuck in indecision. And it's not that it's not my turn, because it is my turn energetically, because I claimed it, because I'm aware and I see where traffic is, and I see where the people are stuck. When the people are stuck and you know how to seize the moment, you catch that energy as it goes up. So you're going to see that it makes all the difference. That's the art, right? That's the art. It's not just doing it, but it's doing it well. It's doing it in abundance. It's doing it in feelings that are positive, highly vibrational feelings. It's doing it in a way that puts you on the map for all levels of abundance, because it's the energy in which we do things, and it's how we move. And to me, that's like artwork. Okay, so this is what we're going to be working through in the 30-day mastermind. The link is here at Moonbabes and the Light Tribe in my bio, in my profile, if you click on there, and it's also in my stories. And if you're on my email list, I also sent you the link in last night's email that has a bunch of extraordinary announcements in it that we're going to have to talk about, because I am just in this explosion of abundance where timelines, seriously, it feels so amazing. And I know that so many people are stuck in this energy right now, or they're getting confused, and it's not confusing. We are accessing multidimensionality. So don't stay behind. Don't stay indecisive. Like, make your moves. This is that moment, because it's like, it's opening up so many frequencies. Like, I feel like I am exploding with this like new earth abundance and realities. And it's just like, it's phenomenal, and it feels so good. And like, we're planning so many amazing things. So I don't want to tell you everything right now, because I need to drive home, but, thank you for joining me. I hope that this just fills you up no matter what. But if you have questions, oh my gosh, if you have questions about this mastermind, if you just happen to be like jumping on this live and you're like, who is this girl that's pulled over on the side of the street and has to talk about abundance? Message me, DM me, send me a message. I'm going to check through my messages tonight. When we're running a pre-sale, I always make sure that I do my best to answer everybody that has questions before midnight. In fact, maybe I'll do like a question box here on my stories too. Okay. And I'll help you sort out if this is like the place for you, if you're like feeling into it. But there are some notes in the checkout. So when you go and click on it, you can, there's a little bit of guidance of this is for you or this is not for you. But ultimately, just trust your gut, trust your instinct, if this is something that's going to help you. Because we all know that we're coming up in a massive shift when it comes to money and economics in our world, right? So who are you going to trust? The people on CNN? I'm sorry, that had to be said. No, the answer is you're going to trust yourself, right? But you're going to need to learn how to do that. And you need to have the understanding of the structures behind it. Because without the understanding of the structures, you can't ascend past them. This is a lot of things. Like, that's why knowledge is very important, because understanding how money moves, then you move through it. Do you know what made me I believe that what has made me successful in business and work too is the fact that randomly I worked at Discover Card while I was in college, only because they paid for my tuition. I put myself through college, right? In a lot of ways, and they paid for it. There was tuition reimbursement. I was in the hardest department. I was in disputes. Okay. I was the person that answered the calls, like, hey, Discover Card, and people were mad about the charges on their accounts all the time, and merchants. I started understanding at a very young age what the fuck happens in the financial world and how interest rates work. And I didn't understand the value of the education that I got, right? And that I understood behind the scenes. You better believe that I learned how to manage money, and I paid to pay attention to the markets and all of these things at an early age, but I didn't realize it. It was just built in, right? It was in the experience of the extraordinary jobs that I ended up having through the years, like working at a law firm and working at Discover Card, and just having this thing where I've had these jobs that created an understanding of the whole world while I got, my degree also. So I am going to post this live. Amazing. Yes. It will post, hopefully. Sometimes they don't, but I believe that they will. So I'm going to sit here until it downloads. That's why I just have to not drive up the mountain. So yeah, very inspired. Amazing. Yeah. Oh, you guys. And if you guys are, I love all of your comments. I love that you guys connect on here. So good. Already signed up. I am so excited. Just in this live is unlocking so much. Welcome. Oh my gosh. The Dana Grace. I am so excited that you just jumped on during this live. It blows up my heart. It's right. So imagine if we can do this in a car life without, and it's just kind of that, imagine where we can get in 30 days, right? And this energy building and building and unlocking. So let me know if you have questions, my loves. Again, it's here in the bio at Moonbabes and the Light Tribe. When you click on my little clicky face at the top on my name or on my stories, okay? And then on the website, it will be, after tonight, it will be public, so you'll find it on www.moonbabetribe.com/Art of Abundance. That's going to be the URL that you're going to find it on, but it's not there yet, okay? Yay! Thank you. Love your outfit. Yeah, it's like snow weather outfit. I'm going to say bye. Let's see if I can turn this. Can I show you guys the other way? Look at where I'm at. There's so much I had to say these things. This is where I'm parked. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging with me. I hope you got all the vibes, and I can't wait to see you guys inside of this experience. It's going to be extraordinary. I'm mind blown about it already. I love you, and check out this weather. Whoo! This is where we were parked. Do not be in any trouble. Amazing, huh? It's getting white. So I gotta go. I love you guys.